So my personal life experience growing up in Nigeria and witnessing how difficult it is for women to succeed in business and in the community birthed in me this passion for women's advancement, especially in business. My name is Cynthia Nwaubani, and I am a commercial banker and a relationship manager at Wells Fargo Banking Company. I'm also a certified public accountant licensed in the state of Texas. I've had a lot of challenges growing up in Nigeria. My parents got divorced when my mother was pregnant with me. And even though my mom was trying to raise me and my older brother, my dad still stayed involved in our lives in making sure that we had one of the best private school education that money could buy. So life was good until my mom lost her job, and then we lost our home. And with no place to go, and with no money to buy food, and certainly with no government assistance, we found ourselves on the streets. For a number of years, I literally slept on the floors of many churches and sometimes in abandoned bus stations. I vividly remember standing on the street and begging a couple of strangers for an amount equivalent to a penny just to buy the next meal. It got to a point and I told myself, why should I be suffering when my dad is a well-known businessman and a very successful philanthropist just because he and my mother could not agree? So I decided not to let the rift between my parents to get in the way of my education. So when I turned 14, I decided to go back and look for my dad, and that's how I got back into school. But what I always tell people is if you have the power of faith, the power of resilience, and a focus on making your life better, anything is possible. Through joining this organization called the Institute for Economic Empowerment of Women, they've created a mentorship program called Peace Through Business, where they connect women from countries that have been affected by war or genocide like Afghanistan and Rwanda to successful US women in business. I share my personal life stories with them so that they know that if I can be successful here in the United States, that they can be successful wherever they find themselves, regardless of their past or present situations. I have directly seen the impact when you reach out and help another woman to succeed. As a mother of 2 young daughters, I am very aware that my girls would never go through what I went through in life. But one thing I do is I use every situation as a teachable moment for my girls. I want them to know that they can do anything they want to do, regardless of their fear.
The one word I would use to describe Cynthia is courage. One thing that holds many people back is they look at things and they let the fear creep in. She doesn't really look at something with what are the obstacles. She more looks at it as an opportunity and works with it as she goes. I don't think she ever holds back.
I would love to pass to my kids the power of the ripple effect. I want them to see the impact I bring, not just in the business community, but in my environment. If I can show them the power of helping another human being and having that person help the next person, I am teaching them how to be servant leaders. Be a part of the ripple effect.